Hey, what's going on? I appreciate the few people that watched and gave nice comments last week. I think that's cool. I'm glad some people get what I'm saying or kind of jive with what I'm saying. That's really awesome. Today, I kind of want to expand upon that. Talk about, I think, nuance is dead and critical thinking is dead, or why you should reject the divine algorithm and the corporate worship. So, the stage is set for this performance, and it's the same everywhere you go. And we are becoming beings of the divine algorithm, living through this magical do everything slab that I'm recording with right now. This thing does everything. Inside our IKEA furnished homes, the houses all look the same, manicured lawns. Everything is the same. Everything clean, everything acceptable, everything kind of fitting the way it fits. But we can't find shit on our own. We can't think for ourselves. We don't discover anything organically. It's all just here for us, put forth for us. And we like things because everyone else likes them. There's fucking what is going on with all you tell me if I'm nuts, but what's going on with all the banana bread coffee at all these places? Who asked for that? I'm just confused because I don't remember that. Something somewhere came up with that. I'm sure it's fine, but everyone has that, and then that's where we're at. It's all the same thing in these homogenized suburbs. But there's no art, there's no real music, there's no culture. The culinary scene is chicken tenders, wings, bad pizza, burgers, mozzarella sticks, triple dippers, and cheap ass beer. But it's not just the food; it's the thinking. It's a monolithic way of life. It feels like a movie about an idealized middle class in 2026, but there's this darkness hanging over it, like something is off, and you can feel it if you're the kind of person that's paying attention and doesn't kind of jive with what's going on. And yeah, it's what around here. It's nice, it's safe, it gives you everything you need, but it lacks anything that matters. There's no nuance, there's no challenge, there's no push. There's no, on your palette, on your ideas, on your aspirations. It's just the same. It's not weird. It's not experimental. It's all so homogenized and it's smooth, baby. But it all feels wrong. It all feels like a performance, predictable, safe, pre-approved. It's like everything's been sanded down into something that won't offend anyone. But in doing that, it doesn't actually appeal to anyone, really. There's no character to things. There's no edge. There's no identity. That's acceptable. It's corporate America built into physical space. Chain restaurants, chain stores, cheap goods, houses that all look the same. It took me 3 years to figure out which house was which in one of these neighborhoods. They all look the same. And somehow this is the only thing that gets made now. It's the only thing that gets made, these same things. We clear forests to build more of this. Endless concrete chains filled with low-quality things, endless houses, empty experiences to distract us from the fact that none of this feels real. It all feels like designed as like some perfect set. Private equity didn't just take over businesses, they took over taste. They figured out how to shape what we want, or at least what we think we want, and we sit there on the phone slab, scrolling, consuming, and stuck in these echo chambers where we get all our ideas and everything is curated and fed to us. Kids like the same things, and kids always have kind of like the same things since TV and marketing, but it's really bad now. And parents live the same routines. Weekend Costco runs for new distractions. Target, Walmart, the same things. And they work white-collar jobs that feel like they don't actually matter, just to keep everything going. Keep the machine fed and keep yourself just comfortable enough. But you're always right on the edge, especially with what's going on right now. And, we just play along. Like I said in the first video that I made, it's a performance. This isn't really anything new. I'm not breaking any new ground, of course. And Rush said it perfectly in Subdivisions in the 80s. Growing up, it all seemed so one-sided. Opinions all provided. The future pre-decided. Attached and subdivided in the mass production zone. But it's worse now. It's everywhere. Everything is sterile. The buildings, the spaces, even the chairs. Have you seen these freaking metal chairs? Every place has these freaking small metal chairs. You gotta be a little tiny person to even fit on those comfortably. My stepson, who's about 50 pounds and skinny as a rail, can sit on them nice. But everyone else, no. And if you're even somewhat plus size, forget about it. You know, it's like it's optimized for something, but not for people. And we've removed friction and sacrificed it for comfort. And in doing that, it means nothing. And we can't still sit still long enough to think. Attention spans are fried. Everything has to be quick, easy, digestible. No nuance, no depth. Just noise. It's all just noise. And underneath it, there's this feeling you can't shake that something isn't right. That this isn't what life is supposed to feel like. At least that's what I think. And I think this is what happens when everything is built around making the line go up every month, every quarter. This is what's built. Make it palatable to everyone. Make it so everyone wants it. You get a comfortable society, convenient, but completely hollow. And yeah, and maybe this isn't meant for me. But it also feels like that's all that there is now. It's all the same. So what do? You can play along, you can be comfortable, you can stay in that lane, or you can choose something else. You lean into weirdness, into slowness, into things that don't make you immediately comfortable or immediate sense. And don't be afraid to go to the city. Don't be afraid of people who think differently. Don't be afraid of things that make you uncomfortable and aren't perfectly manicured, curated for you in these suburbs. Because it seems like we're just going to be a massive suburb soon with chain restaurants and stupid stores. You know, we only have this life one time. And yeah, we all want the same basic things as human beings. Stability, a decent life, health. Everybody wants that. We don't have to get there by becoming the same person. You know, at some point, you have to ask yourself, am I actually happy? Or am I just performing the version of me that this system built? Thanks again for watching my rant and my thoughts. Again, you can call me an idiot. All good. You can agree with me, but I appreciate you watching, and thanks a lot.